Hey everyone, tried to change the setup with my new desk. Hopefully it's not too dark. It was really hard to tell on the camera if it was going to be too dark in here. Let's see. So I'm going to show you a couple of the extra transfers that I have in stock. I just can't pick which ones to do. I'm going to go over, I'm going to put one of them on the board that I did last night that has the black chalk paste on the black chalkboard where it looks like it's an etching. I'm going to do that one. And then I've got the Love Brings Us Home one that I've done before, that I'm going to do on the back side of one of the houses that I had done, which you can do both sides. And then I'm going to do another one that is The Influence of a Good Teacher. Can never be erased. And I'm going to do that on a white board just to see how it looks. I've done things on whiteboards before, but not this size. Got some bigger ones up there. So it's kind of the projects that I'm going to do tonight and see how long that takes me. It's about, okay. So I'm just going to get started, I guess. And I didn't bring this over. Hold on, I'm going to grab my tablet. Change my setup so not everything is where it's supposed to be. Oh, let's see. Just so I can see if there's any comments, even though I usually forget to look at the comments. Here we go. So hopefully I'm streaming on my page like I'm supposed to be. Okay, and all right, so with this setup, I should be able to see if there are any comments. Yay, getting better. Okay, got my towel. So I'm going to start with the teacher one, just because it'll be really colorful on it. And I'm not sure with this setup if you can see me. It looks like it's kind of cut off. I'm not sure if you can see me or not. If not, the important thing is that you see the project. And of course, I also need my scissors. Oh. And I have no idea what I did with my scissors. But that's okay. This one's just got a little eraser on it for teacher as an embellishment, but I can still use it without cutting it. I feel unprepared. Okay, so first thing I'll do is get my transfer off the backing and fuzz it up. I haven't used this one before. I like the A-size transfer, especially one like this that's really detailed. So you can do it all in one color, or you can have some fun with it. I mean, it's a teacher one, so you can get all colorful. I think that's what I'm going to do, is put lots of colors on it. Alright, that should be good. And I'm going to put it towards the top. Since it's going to be in the border base. Since it's going to be in the board and base, I'm going to pour it towards the top. Hopefully you can hear me, because I know sometimes I talk a little low. I have to figure out a better way to work on the volume. Okay, and because that's a top transfer, it's just an embellishment. I just have it over the edge because I don't know where I put my scissors. All right, so there is, use yellow with orange like schools, and red, green. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick a color and start. Just start with green. green's in good shape. Remember, yogurt like consistency or sour cream. And I usually just keep the cap off of it while I'm doing it, because I'll keep my squeegee on there, especially if I'm going to be going back and forth between colors. I'm going to use green again, it just makes it easier. I think I'll do the lettering in green. And the embellishments, like there's a ruler on it, there's pens, a book, all kind of school stuff that a teacher would use. Try not to get too close to the edge. Whoops. Probably would have been better if this transfer specifically was a bigger size, then you could really see the detail in it. Right. Oh, I could do a little yellow for the ruler. Yellow looks alright. My water's out on the other table too. I'll have to run out and get that if I need it. Hopefully I won't need it for any of these pastes. Hopefully I won't need it for any of the paste. And, got my little half of a mini squeegee. And let's see. It's really close to the green, so this is not going to be easy. Definitely would have been better if it was like a B-size transfer. Easier to do. But I want to be able to, I'm using the color because I want to be able to see the detail and all the different stuff that's in it. So I did get a little bit of yellow on my green, but that's alright. And back to my green for a good teacher part. And I did see a little trick that they showed on in case you were to get, because like on my deer, it was hard to see when you were doing it. And I got a little bit, well, it looks like a shadow from the deer, but there's a little bit on where the water and the grass is. I found out a way to fix that so that you don't have to erase it. Basically, you just go over it. You take some paste and you really water it down, almost like it's a watercolor. And then you go ahead and use a little paintbrush and go over it. Just dab it just a little bit and it should soak right in. I haven't tried that yet. But, okay. Now we've got pens and pencils. So this pink is my raspberry sorbet. I think it'll stand, trying to pick colors that will really stand out on the whiteboard. Yellow doesn't stand out as much as the other colors. You can see that on the rainbow one that I did like last week. Just because it's light, it just tends to not want to stick out. I'm gonna keep doing lives even if, because it's like, So in case anybody is out there, go ahead and comment. If not, I know sometimes it's easier just to watch the videos on a replay. That's what I do sometimes myself, because I know you can always skip through parts if you just want to see what the finished product is and then go back and figure out, oh, okay, that's how they did this, if you want to see the details. I do that all the time. Alright, so I got a little more yellow down here for this part. Okay, not too bad. And I finished the teacher off with the green that I started with. Oops. So the only thing I have left is one little line and the pens and pencils, which I think I'll do in I haven't used purple in a while. No, that's my red. I didn't grab the purple. Use the blue. And the blue's all good to go. Good. Okay, I'm going to pull it up evenly. I'm not going to use the eraser part, I don't think. Ooh, okay. So as the top has started to dry, I just need to go over it a little bit more green. Really make sure I get it in there. Good. If you have one that you're taking a while to do, you might need to do the same thing. Just pull it up a little bit and look at it as you're pulling it off. You can usually tell how it starts to come up. All right, I'm gonna try to pull this up again. I'm gonna go over the ruler in green because the yellow just is not showing up the way I want it to show up. So I'm gonna go over that ruler in green. So it'll give like a, honestly, it'll be like a light green, because the yellow will mix with the green. And I might as well do the same thing down here. This green, this yellow is not going to show up very well either. Try it again. And my pink also started to dry. So I've been taking too much time on this one. I just couldn't decide on the colors. It's good to decide on the colors before you do it. I don't know. I can never decide on what color I want to do things in. Anyway, I think I'm going to make like a little color wheel, so I'll just spin it and that's just going to be the color that I use. So the lighter color where the yellow was, I need to go over and do it again once it dries. The different areas where I put the yellow, it's really see-through. So I'm going to have to go over that one again. Right. That one side. And then for the Love Brings Us Home, I was going to use one of the reds. The yellow again. And usually if I have my water here, I'd be spraying the jars but I'll do that afterwards once I get up and get my water. All right, so that's the back of the first one. Let's take it over there. And okay. Now this, I had already waxed this one the other day because I did one side. Now I'm just going to add the Love Brings Us Home to the other side. And again, the Love Brings Us Home came with a couple of different embellishments. So we'll see what fits on here. The towel go. There is a fuzzing cloth. It's out of stock right now. So I don't even have one yet. And it's designed specifically for fuzzing on one side, and the other side is designed for cleaning it. And I had done the one house like an orange writing and a red heart. So I'm going to do the lettering in this in red. And this is Candy Apple. I'll use the glitter red, the crimson shimmer. I just put on a little bit and then scrape it up on each row usually. It's much easier and quicker when you use just one color. Sometimes I get carried away with colors. And other times I just like the white chalk on the blackboard. That came up a little bit. Oh, perfect sparkle. Perfect sparkle. I did get a little bit over the edge of the transfer. So it's not a reusable surface, but usually if you get stuff when it's wet, you know, take it right off. Yeah, and this one will take it right off. So the sooner you notice something's wrong, the better. Okay, so that's the Love Brings Us Home. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in it or not. In the cushion shimmer. I'll use that one too. And the embellishments that came with this one were a couple hearts. I think I'll do this one because it kind of looks like a shutter. That's a red. It's a heart that's got the different lines through it. I think I'll use just that one, since it looks like a shutter that's on a house. And because I've used this one several times, it doesn't take a lot of fuzzing to dull it back down. I just want to be careful not to get it on my letters that I put down. Because it's still wet. So I don't want to pry that up at all. Okay, and I'll do this one in blue. Just make sure my blue doesn't have anything, because the other colors on the other one were really close. So. Right. And you can mix colors together to make different colors if you want. There's little trays that you can use, or you can honestly, you can just use a paper plate. It doesn't take a lot of paste. You're basically pressing down again on the transfer when you're scraping the paste on it and off it. Oh, nice. It even has a little sparkle too with the heart. So I've got another house one that I've done. Try not to stick my fingers in it. Okay. What else? Oh, I was gonna do this one. So I was gonna try to do this. Let's see if it fit. Yeah, it'll fit. So this was the board that I did last night with the black on black. That it looks like an etching on it, if you can see it. So I'm going to try to put a layer and put the layer on top of it and see how that looks. And in this case, the layer is the, I can use my bathroom upstairs. It says, get naked. Just kidding, it's a half bath. That would be awkward. I'm going to do this one in the baby blue color because I think it's the latest color I've got out here. I like using the lighter colors on the darker backgrounds. Do the light blue or yellow. I'll do the light blue. And this is brand new. I haven't used this one yet. So it's really sticky. Sometimes they just feel extra sticky, sometimes they don't. So all I'm doing is just pressing it down on the towel to lift it back up. And each time I lift it up, it feels a little bit duller. Usually I only have to do it like 2 or 3 times, but I haven't used this one before, so this one's going to take me a little bit more to do. And if there are any comments, I can't see any of them. It's the first time I've used my tablet. It works better on my tablet than the laptop, but I think. Try to center it. And when I pull it off, I'm going to try to center it, and when I pull it off of the board, I'm going to go nice and slow because it's layered, and so it's on top of a layer of ink or of paste already. And I want to try to not pull that up. I mean, it's been a good 24 hours since it went on there, so this should be all right, but just in case. I'll just be extra careful with it. Light blue looks good. Yeah, so like I said, usually if I spray water in the jar when I get done using it each day, just a little bit, it just gives enough in there that the air will like evaporate that so that it doesn't mess with the paste at all. The new paste formula should be fine. It shouldn't be an issue. I'm not having that issue with the new paste that I've gotten so far. Again, you can put it on as thick as you want because you're just going to scrape off the excess and put it back in the jar. You just want to be careful if you're mixing colors. You don't want to put the wrong color in the jar. Some people have just accidentally dropped like the stir stick or whatever into the wrong jar. It's not as big a problem if you're dropping a light color into a darker jar, but if you're dropping, say, bright red in white, which I've seen somebody do, it's a little scary. You have to just like scoop it out immediately. Okay, not too bad. You can see underneath it just the texture. So the letters in certain areas look a little off, but I like it. Gives something to the background of it. Alright, not sure if you can see that or not. Can you see that? Yeah, you should be able to see that over there. Ooh, that's all I have for tonight that I'm working on. These 3. If you can like, comment, and share the video. Next week I'm going to start a little giveaway for people that watch the videos, like a free gift. So in order to get into the drawing each week, you just need to like, comment, and share a video to get put into the drawing. Anything else? I did update the VIP group, so if you're watching this even on the replay, go ahead and If you type in VIP, I'll add you to that group that shows what my deals and stuff are. I'm not allowed to post them publicly, only privately. So the VIP group is private, pretty much by invite only. It's just something that the company does. The Chalk Couture does for those products. Anything else I can post. Just anything if it's Chalk Couture, I can't. Other than the manufacturer suggested retail price. So like if you go to one of the big stores, like Walmart or Best Buy, and it says put in the shopping cart to see the price, that's why. It's just deals that some companies have. Okay, I'm gonna sign off for the night, and like, comment, and share if you can. Join my group, share it around. Alright, thanks. Night, guys.